Use a calm, reflective voice. Begin by describing the quiet normalcy of the morning of September 11, 2001. Emphasize the early hour, the clear skies over the eastern United States, and the routine nature of air travel that day. Introduce the idea that thousands of people were boarding planes with ordinary expectations, business trips, family visits, vacations, unaware that 4 flights would soon be hijacked. Pause slightly when transitioning from normalcy to the first signs that something was wrong, allowing listeners to feel the contrast between peace and impending catastrophe. Adopt a precise, documentary tone. Describe American Airlines Flight 11 departing Boston for Los Angeles, including the aircraft type and number of people on board. Explain how hijackers gained control of the plane shortly after takeoff, cutting off communication with the cockpit. Mention the confusion among air traffic controllers as the aircraft deviated from its flight path. Avoid dramatization. Instead, focus on the sequence of events that led to the aircraft striking the North Tower of the World Trade Center at 8:46 a.m. Shift to a steady, factual delivery. Describe American Airlines Flight 77 departing Washington Dulles Airport for Los Angeles. Explain how the hijackers turned the plane back toward Washington, D.C. Detail the aircraft's descent and its impact with the Pentagon at 9:37 a.m. Highlight the symbolic significance of targeting the U.S. Department of Defense, while keeping the narration grounded in verifiable facts rather than emotional language. Shift to a steady, factual delivery. Describe American Airlines Flight 77 departing Washington Dulles Airport for Los Angeles. Explain how the hijackers turned the plane back toward Washington, D.C. Detail the aircraft's descent and its impact with the Pentagon at 9:37 a.m. Highlight the symbolic significance of targeting the U.S. Department of Defense, while keeping the narration grounded in verifiable facts rather than emotional language. Use a restrained but respectful tone. Describe United Airlines Flight 93, which departed Newark for San Francisco. Explain how passengers, informed through phone calls of earlier attacks, realized the plane was being used as a weapon. Narrate how passengers and crew attempted to regain control of the aircraft. Describe the crash in rural Pennsylvania at 10:03 a.m., emphasizing that this act likely prevented further destruction. Avoid heroics language. Let the actions speak through factual recounting. Use a quiet, empathetic voice. Discuss what is known from recorded communications and phone calls made from the hijacked aircraft. Describe the fear, confusion, and courage experienced by passengers and crew members. Emphasize restraint and dignity, avoiding speculation. Acknowledge the limitations of what is known, and stress respect for the individuals involved rather than focusing on graphic details. Adopt an informative, behind-the-scenes tone. Describe the challenges faced by air traffic controllers as multiple aircraft went off course simultaneously. Explain how communication failures, uncertainty, and lack of precedent complicated decision-making. Mention the grounding of all civilian aircraft across the United States, the first time such an action was taken. Highlight coordination efforts without assigning blame or dramatizing confusion.